Hey everybody, how's it going? Don't know how well the microphone's set up. It's actually been a while since we last did any of these streams. Just trying to figure out how to get the chat set up. There we go. Oh, whoops. Maybe they removed that. I'm trying to use the iPad or whatever for the chat. Oh well, okay. Now I can see it. Hey everybody. Okay, whoops. Let's just close out some of these folders. I guess that's all I have to do. Okay. So yeah, today I was thinking that we could work on the 3.0 map a little bit, the Canada map, and maybe you'll get to see some stuff. But I think we're going to start off by making the airport, or at least one of the airports. There's going to be, well, I guess that's for you to find out when you get in. Make it chat only by tapping the gear. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Awesome. Apply. There we go. Wow, sorry, I'm not sure who said that. I saw it. Oh, tap the Carmex. Thank you. There we go. Okay. Okay, I want to be careful. I don't want to like look off into the horizons so that you can see everything. But we got a bit of an airplane here. Probably it's not going to be on there anyway. I just moved. It was originally somewhere else, and I moved it over here. We'll just put it over here for now. Last night I think I made this hangar. Probably going to make another one as well, and maybe another air traffic control tower or something. Maybe I'll show you some of the kind of some of the neat places that you'll be able to play on soon. Wait, let me just think. What wouldn't be spoilers? Wait, I'll show you the train thing. Wait, sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna hide the video. Yeah, don't worry. Let me just fly over there. I don't want to spoil some of the stuff. Okay, there we go. So over here we've got well, this is gonna change. That's not gonna stay. We've got the train crash over here. You got a few new models for those that people making maps. Probably make a few more as well. I want to make like a grain car or something like that. And there still needs to be doors to fit on these. And yeah, kind of ignore that crossing there. That's not done yet. Over here there's this tunnel. I made some new things to make it so that you can kind of put some grass on top. It doesn't actually have the grass details on it, but it will kind of allow you to make a better looking tunnel. I'll also show you the city, because a lot of people are probably going to go in there. I just don't want to show you the military locations. The city isn't really laid out. So far I've just been kind of making some of the assets. Actually wait, maybe we'll go in game to show this. Whoops. Okay. So we've got some new overpass models. They were a little bit higher yesterday. I shortened them a bit since they went up too high, I think. I don't want to break my legs. A train shed with an old steam train in it. Yeah, that'd be cool. You never know. So there's a few office buildings and apartment type things. This one's got a few different floors, and it has roof access. Whoops. Still probably gonna end up making a few more. But yeah, there's like a little apartment space for a kitchen or something, or a bedroom. No individual rooms in this one. But yeah, you can get up here, and then maybe this would be the kind of spot you'd find a sniper. And there's this crane, little building over there. Got, oops. Kind of under construction building. There's a hospital over here. Not going to show you what's in there. Still need to make some specific models for these. Like we need some emergency room type stuff for that. And that'll be a good spot to find medical supplies. It also needs like a overhang thing, and it'll say hospital on it. So a bit of an office here. It's got some rooms branching off to the sides. Then I was thinking put like some vending machines here and stuff. Actually, gotta make it a rocket launch site. That might be something on the map. You never know. And then this room does have different layouts for each area. Bottom floor is like a meeting room, and then there's like front office, back office. Then just a big open area, and then another roof you can get on top of. And then there'll be like a few more office buildings, and then it'll be surrounded by like a kind of city type thing. Interactive doors on the map? Oh, the door that was on there was one I had placed down, like one of the buildable ones. Canada looks weird. Well, there is still going to be like a snow area over here. But keep in mind that this terrain is not done. I just kind of raised up a bit and put snow on it. But there's going to be a few locations back there. Although that location's not final. Alright, so what I was thinking is we'd maybe start off by making an air traffic control tower. Maybe lay this out actually kind of similar to PEI's airport. But it'll have a few big hangars for these giant like jumbo jet type things. Actually, I think there is another model for one of these. I'm not sure where I put it. As well as a smaller hangar for the, what is it, the Cessna or whatever? A skyscraper model? Well, the problem is I don't want the city to become like so tall that you can see it from everywhere. I want it to be like tall, but not that tall. The new map is pretty big. Oh, actually, another location. I'll show you. Before we get to work, I want to show you this. It's over here somewhere. There's this castle over here. There's going to be something in this lake as well. But there's this little castle here, and you can come in through this. There's only the one door. And then from there, you can go up the round staircases onto the battlements, and then you can climb up the tower in the middle. So I think that'll be a pretty cool place to like set up as a base. People, I also need to make like a portcullis model or something, but yeah, keep in mind none of the terrain's done. It's not going to be this flat. It's just kind of laying out the models, making them. Updated anti-cheat in 2.2.5? No, 2.2.5 is like not going to get updated again. It's 3.0 is going to get done, then it's going to get swapped over soon, and it's going to be like the default thing. Although you will still be able to play 2.2.5 if you swap to the classic branch, or whatever it'll be called. Okay, so I think we'll start off by making the air traffic control tower. I kind of started on this last night, but I accidentally pressed Control Q instead of Control S, and then lost a bunch of progress, but crank up the volume? Oh, maybe the volume is too low. Or actually, my microphone probably just isn't close enough. Wait, let's see. So I'll move microphone there. Okay, is that better? Okay. Place doors and house doorways? Yep. And cheat was discontinued? Well, there is still, like, methods of preventing people from cheating, but... Oops. I think we'll go with kind of like the 2.0 PEI air tower design. I find it's pretty fun, in my opinion, to like try and climb up to the top with like this circular design, because that way people could be camping around all the corners. A full throne for that castle? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Someone becomes the king of the server. Alright, let's see. Where's the door gonna be? Oh, whoops. There we go. This is the development of the new map, yeah. Right now we're going to be working on an air traffic control tower. Got Unreal on the PC? Oh yeah, over the Christmas break, one thing I did was I checked it out. I do like their material editor. It's pretty cool. Do you go ski in real life? Yeah, I've gone skiing a few times. Oops. What PC do you have? I don't know. I don't remember the processor actually. I got this a while ago, but it is a GTX 770, I think, is what it is. Unturned on Unreal Engine? I don't think that's going to happen, but maybe something on Unreal Engine sometime. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Second, we don't need to close that off. Actually, this time I'm going to save. Let's see. Actually, we need to make a folder for it. the sync option so we can have our old weapons on some servers. Well, you won't be able to bring stuff over from 2.0 because 3.0 has different content than 2.0, so it'd have no way to convert. But I think sync caused more problems than it helped. I mean, it unbalanced the game, and it resulted in all those people just bringing like 1 billion medkits onto servers and stuff. It would be different if I hosted all the servers, because that way I could control the loot. But as it is, since you can just spawn in items, it would get ridiculous. Or actually, wait, why am I doing that? Right. Post this section of the video to YouTube. I'm not going to put out any tutorials on how to make objects until 3.0 is done. I mean, otherwise things will change and it'll become outdated. I know some people have been quite frustrated over the lack of documentation, but it's not done yet. Oops. Oh, what happened to this side? Sit in chairs or lay down on beds. That probably won't be added unless it's for sleeping bags or something. I think the primary purpose of that would just be role-playing and stuff, which is, I mean, like, I do like that people are, like, creating stories in the game and stuff, but, and actually that's one of the things I think will be cool about specialities, is it'll be like, people will be on the server and they'll be like, oh, I'm a mechanic, I lost everything when the zombie apocalypse started. There we go. Intacs like a movie star. This is a airport tower, like the air traffic control tower. Oops. Rest to gain some stamina. Oh, you mean like your bed? It's an interesting idea. I think your stamina does regenerate fast enough that it would probably be more of a hassle to actually go to your bed and sleep than to just wait a few seconds. But we'll see. Flyable vehicle? I guess we'll see. Like, I still do think helicopters could happen, but I think that an airplane with the size of the map just would not work out. All the models will come out when this map is done. It's not going to be like, because if I did allow all these models to go out right away, then everybody would know what kind of things were on this map, you know? So while you have seen a few things, there's still a lot of locations that you haven't seen yet. And that'll be the kind of thing that is going to be the fun of exploring the map, you know? I'm not sure if I want to, like, actually, what do you guys think about this? I'm not sure if I want to put out this update right away. Like, do you think it's a better idea? Or what I mean by that is, so this map's going to get done, right? Then when it... What's up with this corner? Oh. Wait a second. That's weird. So yeah, when this map gets done, do I put out 3.0 on the main branch, or do I still wait a while and like get skills in? Because I do want, like, I do think getting the Canada map out is like a big stage for development, but I do know that things like skills are also top priority. Watching The Walking Dead? I think I watched some of season 5. I think I kind of lost a bit of interest in Walking Dead when it started getting more just them fighting each other, I guess. A couple of official servers in Unturned 3.0? Well, I guess we'll see. You never know. Actually, apparently some hosting companies are ready to start putting out their 3.0 servers. It's just a matter of they're going to wait until 3.0 is done. Get the whole package together for the main parties and then have smaller patches for the lower party stuff. Yeah. Make a dropple. Get the old UI on the 3.0 map. Well, the user interface for 3.0 isn't done yet. It's going to be better organized for smaller screens as well as more intuitive when 3.0 fully is ready. Happy birthday. Remove sync, but, well, or wait, you said add sync, but remove the ability to spawn commands in. I think that then there'd still be the cheaters who use like external programs to modify things. So unless I had a server that stored everybody's like item data and I hosted all the servers, then there's no way to really prevent that kind of thing from happening. Better optimize the game. Yeah, it's gonna be continually getting better. I mean, 3.0 already runs better for me than 2.0, so I'm kind of gauging it off of that. Are dirt bikes and quad bikes ever going to be added to the game? Actually, that is something I really want to do. It's just, I need to make animations for that kind of stuff, and then it will be really easy to add. Well, I mean, I think quad bikes is a distinct possibility. Dirt bikes, less so. Simply because they only have 2 wheels. And the vehicle system right now works best with 4 wheels. I guess we'll see. Teleporting elevators was one of the weird things about Battlefield 4, so we will see. Okay, we're at the top now. We just gotta put the roofs on underneath the stairs. Maybe we'll start laying out the top floor a bit though. Turn on the key capturing. Oops. Wait, how do you bring that thing? There we go. And I don't know which menu that's under. Or, oh, no, not visual keying. Yes, we're not sure which it's under. Tanks? Oh yeah. I'm not sure about drivable tanks, simply because people would expect to be able to use the gun. Wait, how wide did I make this? Oh, whoops. That's the wrong width. I should probably be using the orthographic view for this. Tricycle as an option for vehicle. The APC return? Definitely. Even if it means delaying it a few days, I do want to get all those kind of things into 3.0, like the Canada map. I mean, because it'd be really cool to go into the military base, exploring it for the first time, and then find some new guns or new APC and stuff. A final release until workshop is in place? Oh yeah, that's a good point. Workshop still needs to be added. Yeah, this is the tower for the airport. Kind of designing it similar to 2.0. I think this actually has one more floor than 2.0. It's like a 3D Excel document. Yeah, actually I do like modeling it in this way because it's really like, there's this thing I didn't know about before where you can just do that and then boom, it has like way less polygons. So it's basically like, there's no reason not to do it this way. Makes it really easy to adjust once you're done. Semi-trucks that can transport small vehicles. Yeah, there'll be like some, what are they called? Like those military transport vehicles that have, like in Indiana Jones or whatever. That, Alright, let's see. We'll put the door right in front of the stairs. About how big is the new map going to be? It is going to be very big. I think you'll probably actually get lost the first time you play on it. I'm only going to mark like the provinces on the map. I'm not going to mark individual locations. And I think that will also make it like, so it won't completely imbalance the game having the map, or not imbalance. It won't completely ruin survival or exploration like some people have been saying. It'll just more provide a way to easily figure out where your friends are. Make holes on terrain for a big cave. Yeah, I did spend a few days on a weekend a little while ago working on that. It ended up just causing a whole bunch of rendering issues. Maybe there is a better way of solving this, but what I did was I made a terrain cutout shader, and then so that way shadows would work with it. But then the problem with that was because it uses multiple passes for each alpha map, or splat map, whatever they call it. What it would do was the ambient occlusion wouldn't work with it. Or no, wait, that was the second attempt. So with this one, then you get these weird gaps between the terrain because you couldn't, well, maybe there's a way to do this, but I couldn't find a way to reference the original one. So then you'd get these little gaps between the blending areas when it reached the cutoff parameter. And so then when I was just using purely transparent, not only did it cause a whole bunch of rendering performance issues, but then it didn't work with the ambient occlusion and a lot of the other special effects. So actually, is this the roof? Yeah. We should also make a radio dish to put on top of this. Actually, maybe I'll put that on the Trello. Okay, so we've got kind of like the basic layout here. Although I don't like the way that looks with the problem is that it has this cyclic structure. Yeah, New Brunswick's going to be on the map. How long have you been developing this new map? Just this month, pretty much. The music's getting kind of loud. Let's just fix that. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Okay, so now we're just gonna make the insides better. Why is there no roof here? Actually, we should also probably put a guardrail around this. We don't want people falling in. That wouldn't be good. Whoops. Stream more often now? I guess we'll see. It kind of depends on what it is. Actually... create a face. Yep. Drag strip with dragsters? I think that's the kind of thing for a custom map. I'm not sure how well that would fit with this. I have seen some, I was looking on the mods-unturned website the other day. And I did see that some people were making race car maps. So that's pretty cool. Back to dev lies. Add some models of dead people in crash cars or airplanes. I don't really want to do that because, like, the zombies are the dead people, I guess. Usable house lights in 3.0. I guess we'll see. It's definitely a possibility. I do want to have, like, some sort of power plant feature or something. It's just a matter of implementing in the editor and things like that. A research facility? Yeah, that's going to be something in this map. Okay, have we got all the interiors? Let's take a look. Once we actually see this in game, there'll probably be some weird thing we gotta fix. Let's take a look at it from in here. Actually, why is there... Okay, that should be there. It's looking mostly okay, I think. Okay. Now we'll just add a little bit of trim, make it a bit fancier. Xbox or PlayStation? Personally, I have a PlayStation 3 from quite a few years ago. That was when me and my dad moved in. We decided we'd try out gaming, actually. And so we got a PlayStation, and that was a lot of fun. When is storage coming? Originally it was going to be in December. I think I was just really excited for the break, actually. And so I didn't actually end up adding it, but it will get added hopefully at some point. Or well, I mean, it will definitely get added at some point. It'll be added hopefully sometime soon. Although the Canada map is top priority right now. And actually, for people out there who are making maps, the Canada map already has, I think, about 60 or 70 new models. And by the time it's fully released, I expect there'll be 100 to 200. So, and there's also going to be variants of all the buildings, or most of the buildings. So it'll be like, rather than just one gas station, there'll be a few different gas stations to choose from. Okay. Don't worry, I haven't been naming these things. I do that last. Well, that's too small. This edge here is a little bit messy. Oh well. Will aircraft be added to the game? Yeah, there's a few aircraft models in 3.0 now. There's also actually a giant military gunship in the game now. Wait, how did... I'll just reflect it. Wait, that's weird. Wait, is the building... Oh no. Is the building lopsided? How did that happen? Something went terribly wrong at some point. Wait, let's see. 0.5, 1, 0.5. This side is a slightly different length. 0.05. So 0.0025 is how much we gotta move it. That's not a noticeable amount. That's weird. I guess we'll just have to accept it. This building is slightly lopsided. I'm not actually sure when that happened. I don't think we actually moved the building. Unless it was when we were fixing the width of the stairs. Do you think cars with locked doors would be a good idea? For public servers, that could definitely be useful. Oh, actually, these are windows. Let's just fix that. All these extra little window linings are just extra detail to add to the highest detail model. The one you see up close. Actually, it's kind of says a lot about the optimization, the fact that the 3.0 game, which looks significantly better than 1.0, has better performance and better graphics and more content and more features. Military half-tracks? What, that you could attach to your cars? Wow. I guess you never know. Could be added at some point. Oops. Mounted weapons? I think it's unlikely that that will be added, but it could be. But this is a preview. Once this comes out, you can't switch. You will be able to switch. You'll be able to switch back to 2.0 once 3.0 is official. If you want to, that is. Although I don't see why you'd want to, unless it's like nostalgia or something. Okay. Appliances for people like a workbench. Yeah, there'll be some things that you can build that will help with crafting. The day 3.0 comes out, you should release 1.0 instead. The window barrier's a bit longer. Yeah, there'll probably be a few different types of barriers. I've been trying to make the windows good sizes to fit like a multiple of them, but performance should actually be better with the big map because like say you're on a public server right now, you're getting all the data from everybody, but if you're on a really huge map like the Canada map, you only have a few people around you at a time, so it should be better. as well as a lot of the big maps people have been making that people are saying are lagging. It's mostly because they're building everything out of those stupid wooden pallets. So, since, the object count's not going to be that high in the Canada map, so it's going to be specific models. How come scopes and sets are less smooth? Oh, and as in how? Well, 2.0, the scopes were really round, and it just looks weird compared to the rest of the game. In 3.0, everything has, like, either 6, 8, 12, or 24 sides. So it's more consistent. Oh, wait, this is the wrong texture thing. Actually, one thing I'm looking forward to seeing, actually someone linked me a screenshot of this, but I'm not allowed to show it to anybody yet, apparently, but, some people have been working on some really high detail models in terms of, like, they're using actual textures. I mean, like, if we wanted to, we could just, like, slap a wood texture in here and some metal and make a really realistic looking building, but that doesn't match the style of the game. But some people have been making a really huge like maps that have like really high quality textures, like the grass is high resolution, the buildings are high resolution textures. It's crazy. So when that goes public, that'll be pretty cool. What were we doing? Right, we'll have like some tile floors. I think the 2.0 one was a yellowish color, so we'll go with that, just for... I don't remember what these colors were for. By the way, if you're making custom models, custom models are... I wouldn't recommend it until 3.0 is done, but if you are, don't use the Blender material system, like having different materials for everything, because that'll kill your performance in Unity. I would recommend doing something like this, which may seem silly, just having a 4x2 texture, just to get some colors, but... where is it? There we go. Music producers? I did not make the music that is on the trailer for 3.0. It is, oh dang, what's it called? It's been a while. I think it's called Emerging Paradise by John Fleming. I remember I had, heard it a really long time ago, and so then I bought the rights for it, or the copyright, whatever it's called, from some website that had it. Yeah, we're gonna have to make an exception for these doorways. Usually I try and put like 1 meter of space between the doorway and the wall, especially to avoid this kind of issue where there's one texture and then another one right here. But this will have to be a special case. FL Studio? Oh, I downloaded the trial for it a while ago. I think I just haven't installed it. Like, that was a really long time ago. Subs button. I guess you never know. I'm not really, that's not really my priority though. I guess now you guys can see why it takes so long to add new large buildings to the game. Usually small things like, I don't know, like a bush. They don't take very long to add. Okay. So now if we wanted to, we could easily change the colors on this building as well. And we also need a radio tower for the top. That'd be pretty cool. Coal mines? There will be a mine type thing in 3.0 if you're just looking for models. Give the Blender files of the original models to the public. When the official documentation is out, I will put out the character model, the Blender source file for it at least, so that way you can animate it. In the meantime, just the dimensions are the characters doorways are 2.5 meters wide. They're 2.75 meters tall. I usually put 1 meter of space between doorways and walls. Walls are 0.5 meters wide. That kind of stuff. A ladder to get to the roof? Well, I think people can do that on their map. The Canada map won't have that. It'll just have a tower on top. Plus you can build ladders in game, of course. Okay, so this is looking good. I wonder if there's a better way of doing this. I expect there is. Usually I put the source ones or whatever on these layers, and then put the one that I export onto the first view. Wait, why is... what? How did that happen? Is everything else in here okay? What's up with this? Create a t-shirt of Unturned. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to get some official merchandise or whatever you want to call it. Just a matter of finding the right people to do it. Actually, one thing I thought was kind of funny is the Trello people sent me this really nice, actually it's a really nice shirt. I'm wearing it right now because I'm in my pajamas. It makes a good pajama shirt. But they sent me this Trello shirt. Wait, what was I talking about? A book that you get in the beginning. It says. Okay, wait, is that good? What's it missing? I think we'll have to test this out again. Something looks a bit weird about that. Or actually, there's probably going to be some sort of problem with getting rid of the faces. Ended up okay. Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Right. We gotta prevent it from getting these ones since they're connected to another edge. Oh, this one too. There we go. A storm or rain? Yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know about, like, originally I was thinking there'd be, like, snowstorms around the map, but now that there's the snow that you can, like, put on your map. Wait, what's up with this? There's some sort of texture somewhere that's not, oh, how did that happen? Oh, I know why. Dang it. Whoops. All better. Okay. We're built to make our characters from server to server. We were kind of talking about that earlier. I would only bring that back if I hosted the servers, since otherwise what you'll get is the same kind of thing as 2.0, where everybody's just running around with a billion medkits and no real way to detect if it's legitimate or not. But if I hosted the servers, then of course I could have like a database that stores what items you have and regulate it. Oh, whoops. On a proper temperature system. Probably not. The very first version of Unturned had a temperature system and it was really irritating. So the idea of the America map? Well, Canada is in North America. Originally the map was going to feature more of the United States, but I think, I did a poll on this a while ago, and people said that they prefer Canada anyway. In terms of being, like, different and... Let's get rid of this. Idea pack? When everything's going out, I will put out this tool. It basically allows you to just select the dependencies of an object and export it. A command on the console for restarting loot? Loot does despawn after 10 minutes. what does the clip object do? Well, it could change in the future, which is why there's no documentation for it, or any of that for that matter. But what it does currently is on the server, it loads the clip objects instead of the object, because that way it takes up less memory. But yeah, that's what it does. And that's one thing that'll probably stay the same. Okay, let's take a look at this in-game. Trading system or trading market? Well, you never know. I gotta customize my character. I accidentally reset it when I was messing with some stuff the other day. There we go. I think this is actually what I set my character up like for one of those announcement posts when I had this. Yeah, there'll be more filters for the objects in the future. Probably anyway. I'll just put it here. Obviously not going to stay here. But. And actually, we'll just make sure that zombies can get up. And by the way, for everyone complaining about how long it takes to bake the nav mesh, it is so much better than it used to be. For 2.0, you couldn't place down individual nav mesh things, like Unity just didn't allow that. Oops. And so how it worked was you had to bake for the entire map, like in the Unity editor. It didn't use this custom nav mesh thing. Oh, by the way, I decreased the quality of the post-processing for this next update, so you can see I'm getting 60 FPS on max graphics. Well, I mean, I have VSync turned on. Let's see what I'm actually getting. Let's just, let's see, 70 or so? Yeah, 70 FPS on max graphics. So what that should do is you should get, if you want to turn on max graphics, it should run better for you now. So let's just head up the tower. You can shoot out these. Oops, wait, I got stuck on something. What? Wait, is the stairs too steep? They're actually kind of thin too. Wait. Okay, there might be something up with that. Actually, one of the biggest things is probably just that these are so steep. Okay, so yeah, you'll come up here, be a bit of computers or something. You can come out here with your binoculars and scope out this area. Oh, right, did I actually look at the navigation? Oh, and I was talking about the navigation, right? In 2.0, it would take like 2 or 3 hours to bake the navigation for the whole map. It would be like, I changed something in the map, and then it would be like, okay, well, I guess I can't work on anything else today, and then just I would leave my computer running for hours and hours as it calculated all the stuff. So yeah, it looks like the zombies can get up here. All's well. Oh, dang it, I forgot to, we gotta make it so that they can climb in and out of these windows. Wait, why is... Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, not a big deal. I knew I was going to do something though. Okay, so we got that in. Putting these little bumps around the edges just makes it easier for the zombies to find their way around the environment. Okay. And then usually I put little little ramps at the bottom, which are, whoops, so that if you have it like slightly raised up, the zombies can still easily, it'll still detect it as walkable. Okay. Put a radar on top. We haven't made that model yet. I'll do it at some point. Well, yeah, that's what I just said. I fixed ambient occlusion decreasing performance like that. Well, not fixed. I mean, I just decreased the quality and it still looks similar, but like the thing is, before it was doing what, like 64 samples or something? Now it's only doing a few. But hey, pretty much any game ambient occlusion is a big hit, so. Right, we'll delete this now. Alright, we'll move it over here for now. Okay, actually this hangar is big enough to fit. We should make a wheel for the airplane. Let me put that on the Trello. Airplane wheel. Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, it's not at the right angle, but it is big enough to fit the wingspan of the airplane, so you can have like a airplane under construction and a ghillie net for guns. Actually, that could be kind of an interesting attachment type thing. Put it on as a tactical. Are you going to be on TeamSpeak for any of the stream? Probably not. Last time it just turned into chaos. I think we might also make like a smaller hangar, one that's big enough to fit the what's it called? The little airplane. It'll be maybe about half the size of this, and then a farm could also have that. Okay, let's just take a look at the chat for a few minutes. Like a scuba armor. Yeah, that'll be something. You'll be able to, it'll be a part of the map where it's useful to go underwater. So then scuba gear will be useful. Night vision goggles? Actually, I saw someone commenting the other day that 3.0 is obviously nowhere near done because things like night vision goggles and ninja suits aren't in the game yet. But in reality, it would take maybe 10 minutes to add the ninja suit, and night vision goggles just requires a little bit of programming for the night vision stuff. So the reason those aren't in yet is because I just want the unique items to be saved for last, so that way it's kind of like exciting to go back in again and find the cool stuff. What am I making an Unreal Engine for? I didn't end up making anything, I just kind of screwed around with the demos. Yeah, the giant, large custom maps lag for you because they're making everything out of pallets. Don't worry, FPS is going to be good. It is going to be good. Will the Peacemaker be an MP5? Wait, did I put Peacemaker on the Trello? Weapons. Oh. What did I mean by that? I probably meant some sort of SMG. So maybe an MP5 or something. When will this be out? Well, it kind of depends. Like, I do have a big social diploma essay on Wednesday. So I'm going to be studying quite a bit every day for that. And then my other two diploma exams are at the end of the month. So I do have quite a bit of time. It all kind of depends on the amount of new stuff that's getting added to this map, as well as the new content. So I guess we'll see. Convert megs back to ammo boxes? Oh, that's an interesting idea. If I remember correctly, the ammo box is used up when you craft it, so I'd have to change that, but that's actually a cool idea. It's a pretty cool idea. M24 sniper? I think there will be another sniper or two. I don't know about that one. I know that there is one that a lot of people want back in the game. So that will probably be making it in. And then there's another one that will be pretty fun. But all the snipers are going to be fairly rare. It'll be like, whoa, I found the sniper, and then take over the whole server, you know, because it's so powerful. Thermal sights for snipers? Maybe, but that kind of stuff is end game, very end game. The AC-130 is a model. It's not going to be travelable. For now, at least. Burst fire assault rifle? Yeah, there is one of those on the list. Is the collision data missing a common error? Only if they haven't attached collision data. If you're running your server and it says that, then just delete it, because they should add that to their model. Although there's no documentation yet, so it's completely understandable. About weapon range? The guns all have about 400, like the maximum range right now is like 450 meters on one of the snipers. All the stats will be tweaked over time though. I think I do need to nerf a lot of the zombie related damage, because right now a lot of the guns do too much damage as headshots to zombies, which makes it easy to take out the mega zombie. But a screen to compare weapons. If this were a multiplayer first-person shooter, then yeah, but since it's a survival game, no. A gun wall where you can hang your guns. Actually, I do want to make a system where you can make a gun case, and then you'll be able to, like, it'll be like a crate. First, obviously, the crate system needs to be in. But a gun case will allow you to mount it to a wall, and then when you put a gun into it, it'll only accept guns. But when you put it in, then you'll be able to see it in the glass behind it on the wall. Add mines? Yeah, there will be a tunnel that has some mining stuff related to it. Bring back my compound? There will be like some interesting locations on the map. Actually, maybe I should show you guys the bunker. I don't know how spoiler-y that is. Actually, do you guys want to see the bunker? But if you want to see the bunker, say something in the chat, and then I might go over there quickly. We'll make that wheel for the airplanes, though, quickly. Oh, it looks like there's a lot of, yeah. Okay. We'll take a look quickly. I guess actually it's probably not. Okay, if you don't want to see what the layout is like, then just avert your eyes. I'm not going to show you where on the map it is though, so you still got to find it. Oh, I'm going to break my legs. Oh. Oh, it's because it doesn't set my height value. Right. Did I add a node for it? Yep. Okay, it's not done yet. I just put a bunch of models down on top of it, and there's like, actually that's, so yeah, the top isn't done. There's also some new cargo container models. And actually, it's quite similar to 2.0, so that's why I'm not too worried about it being spoilers. But if we come down this ladder, you can see that there's like the kind of kitchen thing, bit of a storage room, but then and this is a barricade I put here, by the way, it doesn't spawn in. There's another ladder, so whoops. Oh, I don't know how I didn't break my legs. But down on the very bottom floor is where the beds are. So you could have like a jail cell here or something. And so, yeah, you don't know where it is. But it is completely buried under the ground. And there's some stone walls around it and a bit of a hill. So. And yeah, it'll be a pretty good spot for loot, but it won't be like the super high-end military it was before. It'll more just be like a survival kind of place. And I think I'm gonna it will spawn like the Russian weapons, but it won't have as much food or stuff as it did before, so you can't just survive here forever. You need to go out. But so yeah, be interesting to see what people make of it. And you can of course fortify every single door, so it's gonna be like if you want to raid this place and they put up vault doors, it's gonna be pretty hard to get in. Okay. I don't know which category I put the wheel under. Yeah, wheel is a business object, of course. Wait a second. What? Oh, okay. Okay. The airplane wheel will just be basically like a double-sided wheel to put in the wheel. For all cards that have animals and zombies? What? See Unreal Engine? Actually, it's crazy how many people are recognizing that I have Unreal Engine installed. I was saying earlier I had checked it out over Christmas, or the holidays. But okay. 708. I want it to go this way. There we go. Okay, now we'll bring in an airplane for scale. Where is it? Plane. Whoops. Okay. Okay, we might have to make two variants, one for the big plane and one for the small. 1v1 me at Unreal Tournament 4. Wait, is that out yet? Is that in the next one? I heard they were working on it, but... Actually, wait a second. Okay, good. Yeah. Some sort of trading cards? Yeah, there will be trading cards in 3.0. I didn't want to do them for 2.0 since I knew the art style would change. Because actually it's funny, when 2.0 first came out, I was like pretty confident with it. I thought it would be good. Then there's so many issues and it just had to resolve them all with 3.0. But what I originally thought is that I would end up like improving the graphics just within 2.0 itself. But now we went and redid all the graphics anyway. So see you later, Zorad. Any relations that live in Ontario? I think I do. Might be. Or wait, I keep getting. I always get them mixed up because I don't know, for some reason, Ottawa, Ontario, and Toronto sound very similar to me. I don't know if you guys have the same issue. Wait, let's see. I think Ontario is the province, Ottawa is the capital, and Toronto is the city. Is that right? What was the process of naming the weapons? Um, I know someone whose name is something similar to Zubek, and so then it's the Zubaknikov. And then the Matamoras, I know another person whose name is something similar to Matamoras. Or it ends differently than Ez, but and then Sniperskaya is Russian for sniper, I think. And then is there the Nikorev. Oh, the Nikorev, I asked my dad, what's something that sounds Russian? And then he said a bunch of things that ended in what's of, like Kalishnikov, that kind of stuff. But and then I said, hey, why don't we just put an E at the end, you know? And we ended up with Nikorev. Is there a place for learning Unity programming you would recommend? I never actually specifically looked up programming in Unity, since I had done a lot of Java before coming to using Unity, and they're so similar, the C# and Java. However, I have used a lot of Stack Overflow, like the website, for learning things about C#, the more specific things. Wait, which one of these is which? I gotta print them back out again. 2, 3. I should probably have the ability to scale objects in the editor. That'd make this all easier. You're from Russia? That's awesome. It's crazy how many people there are from different countries. It's mind-blowing. And actually, Russia is one of the languages I want to localize for. I just need to make a program that will convert all the English files with Google Translate or something. So it's probably not going to be 100% accurate, but... Although, if you do want to make a localization, I saw someone was making a Korean one on Reddit, I believe. But if you want to, you can just copy the English folder and make a translation of the game. A Brazil map. I think that's the kind of thing the community can do. I don't think I'd be knowledgeable enough to do that. Please don't do it through Google Translate. Okay, there's probably a better solution than Google Translate. I remember a little bit ago I saw a professional localization tool. So I'll probably look into that or something. Whoops. To join models in the map editor, like a group. Oh, well, you can multi-select by holding shift. How did I choose the name Unturned? Well, it's because you're not turned into a zombie. That's the official reason, I guess. What's the next thing I'll work on? Well, we're just doing some wheels. But after this, maybe we'll make another hangar, or maybe we'll lay out the airport first, see what it looks like. Let's just see what these wheels look like on the plane. Or, well, not on the plane, we'll just... Actually, we saw it in the editor. Yeah, it fit fine. A mobile? Actually, what was the mobile model? Let's see. Mobile. Oh yeah, it's this thing. It's this little box for the construction site. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna go to the washroom really quick. Okay. You got Windows Unturned on Steam Greenlight and you thought it looked horrible. Well, thanks for trying it out. I think actually that's one of the reasons so many people tried it is because they thought it looked bad. An igloo file? There might be one. Oh wait, why is it awkward? Are the zombies that attack your base on a full moon still a possibility? Yeah, I think zombies respawn like 5 or 6 times faster on full moons. They also do more damage. I think full moons are every 5 days right now in game. You translated the game to Russian? Awesome. If you want to post that to the subreddit, I think a lot of people would check it out. Vaulting? Oh, you mean like Mirror's Edge or something? Probably not, but you never know. The Lighthouse? Actually, there's not really any harm in showing the Lighthouse. We'll go check out the Lighthouse. And actually, probably just to clear up some confusion, we'll take a quick look at PEI. I think some people are expecting that the entirety of the PEI map from 2.0 will be included in 3.0, but that's not going to happen because, okay, yeah, so right here we've got a bit of a lighthouse. It's actually got a light at the top this time. It's actually pretty tall. You can see a lot from the top. And there's some rocks at the bottom. That's why the lighthouse is there, to protect from the rocks. But PI is just kind of like in the bottom corner of the map. It has the town, the first town actually that was in 2.0. Kind of similar layout. I haven't made some of the buildings for it yet, but you get the idea. And then there's the kind of Federation bridge you can drive across. This will probably change actually. I'm going to curve it a bit. But it's not going to be the entirety. Because like if it were the entirety, then like there'd just be like this random little spot in the corner of the map where there's like a military base and an airport. And it would be kind of weird. Hang gliders. I guess you never know. Whoops, I shouldn't be going too high up. Don't want to show everything off. Where were we? We were over here at the airport, I think. Wait, where's the airport? Oh yeah, over here. Okay, we'll actually move the airport a bit closer towards the city. Or we'll do that once we're done with it. Oh, I suppose we also have to make the smaller hangar as well, right? We have to make a small hangar. Actually, I think I might just do that later. I should probably be heading off soon, actually. My dad's gonna get home soon, so maybe we'll just answer a few more questions. Does the LOD groups improve the performance greatly? I don't think significantly, but it should help a bit, I guess. It was more like, when I first started working on 3.0, I thought I would end up putting a lot more detail into the models than I have. But when I did look into doing that, it just looked weird. It didn't really match the style of the game, so. Now it's just kind of do it anyway. It swaps between trim and no trim. Roaming around zombies? Yeah, 3.0 actually had that kind of in mind with the zombie AI. It's kind of designed to do that better. So yeah, that is a possibility. Global navigation for animals. If animals do come to 3.0, they will have a sort of like a as they go detection. So where the zombies have like pre-calculated pathing, the animals will more so be like, they'll just wander around and they'll try and move away from players, and then if they encounter an obstacle, they'll turn away from it, as opposed to 2.0 where they do have global navigation. So I think that'll also kind of help with cases of being able to take into account water and stuff. But I don't want to have to make people bake the global navigation every time. It takes forever. Everybody asking about specific weapons. The chances are it'll probably get added at some point. I wouldn't worry. If I wanted to, I could probably be getting like 2 or 3 weapons out a day, or guns, I mean. Each one takes an hour or 2. That is including time to do other things as well. Assuming it wasn't just guns. Yeah, a lot of the barricade stuff and buildables, those will be added soonish. They're just not at the top of the priority. Wheel popping and repairing it. I do want to have cars be able to be built on, so that could be a part of it, but that will not be edited until probably after skills. Handcuffs? That could be added at some point, yeah. A huge hospital? Yeah, there is a huge hospital in the city. It's not done yet though, but it just needs like some special models for it. Oh, we ever re-upload Unturned 1? Unturned 1 is really bad. There's no way it's going back up. Pouches for specific weapons like pistols. I think that's unlikely, but it could get added at some point. Make one basic item. Okay, I will show you the I'll head off after this. So let's take a look at maybe the Eagle Fire. That's been around for a while. So the bundle is structured like this. This is not an official like guide or anything. There's going to be an official guide and a video or something when Workshop is out as part of its documentation. But you basically just need an animations object, which you could probably reuse if you didn't want to make your own. You also have a sound for when you hammer the weapon. Oh right, I forgot I had the audio turned off. And then the item itself, it has collider for it. The gun itself has points for where the sight, the tactical, barrel, magazine, shells, or what's it called, casings. There's a point for where the icon picture is taken from, as well as the grip. And then each thing is basically the same. Considered adding fish. There will be fishing at some point. Ghillie cover attachment. It might happen. It's just a matter of finding the best way to do it. Depending on how it'd be set up, it would probably be like either one for each weapon specifically to match its size. So it'd be like you'd make a Eagle Fire ghillie cover, or it would just be like for a specific part of it. I'm not sure. Or there might have to be a camo system. What's the item layer? Let's see. Let's take a look at the layers. These are them if you're working on stuff. But again, could change at any time. Multiple nation flags. I might do that eventually, like for some of the big nations, but since they wouldn't be used on the Canada map, it's not a high priority. Water purification? Yeah, that'll be something, because water bottles were overpowered in 2.0. Or what were they called? Canteens or something like that? A free way to create bundles? I think I have seen quite a few tools out there that allow you to do it. So I want on GitHub as well. So, but for now and for the foreseeable future, it's going to use this. You can use the Unity free trial, or you can. I would not recommend like going out of your way to like get a Unity subscription and stuff. If you don't already have Unity, I wouldn't bother. Like making mods or whatever for the game. Since I'm pretty sure there are like some tools out there that allow you to do that, and the custom model support isn't a huge part of the game as big as it was going to be. When killing a zombie than when just firing. There is a sound when you get a headshot on a zombie, so that's probably what you're noticing. We'd be using community assets to save time. The community assets wouldn't follow the same pattern. They don't have the same data. They wouldn't have the same proportions, and a lot of them are differing levels of quality. So I'll be making everything for the Canada map. Yeah, the new map is about 16 times bigger. Boats in air vehicles? Could happen. A new world option? There will probably be an option to choose between single player worlds at some point. Be able to drink water from rivers and lakes. You will still need a canteen or something for it. Otherwise, water becomes kind of like the canteen itself is overpowered, so it needs to be nerfed with like water purification tablets. But if you can just walk up to water and drink from it, then it makes it too easy to refill your water, I think. Spray paint attachments? Yeah, it could happen. I think it most likely won't happen, but it could happen. Okay. Thanks to everybody that showed up. It was pretty cool to get to work on the air traffic control tower with you. A lot of interesting ideas. Today I'll probably end up making the secondary hangar, like the smaller one, as well as like the radar and things like that. And the majority of the Canada map that still needs to get done is so there still needs to be some models for the snow area, as well as some housing and a lot of buildings for the city. But I think closer to the 20th, you'll start seeing like the map getting closer to completion, and it'll just be a matter of like finalizing things and making some of the new vehicles and stuff. But I'll see you later. I hope you have a nice day and have fun.